Welcome to Futurepreneur and Big Data Bus Junior. It's all about gamified learning, and then we'll walk you through in these slides. It's all about like 50% coding and the 50% community coding. So, which means as a learner, you will contribute only 50% of coding actually. Rest of the things will be taken care of. Our community help us, and it's heavily designed for South Indians as well as Canadians actually. And we call it Sikafekt. While doing some research, like what are the cultural similarities, what are the things are there in terms of thinking pattern and how their critical thinking happens and how the language designed that thinking pattern. Well, while analyzing in the Sika effect, we came to know that a lot of things are common in South Indians and Canadians actually. And in terms of like thinking pattern, in terms of like adaptive thinking, the modernized thinking, all this stuff, it's very similar to that. And then we just want to create a learning program among it. So that is completely designed for South Indians. And in this featurepreneur, and you can publish a feature and get the likes and talk kinds. We'll talk about the talk kinds later. So once you're part of the featurepreneur community as well as a big data bus learner, and you'll get like a lot of future challenges, and you can get a like 10 to 25 percentage of industry glimpse of what's going on in the IT industry. And also our learning is mainly focused on one to never focused on one to many, but always focusing on many to one, in this case multiple navigators and a single driver technique, which means we asked one student to start sharing the lab, like sharing the screen of his laptop, or else they can use our laptop to coding. And rest of the students, they can guide them by Googling stuff actually. So we'll ask them questions, and the students can find the answers by Googling it, and then help the coder to do the stuff actually. So it's a multiple navigators and a single driver technique. It's all about learning should be a fun actually. So learn while having fun actually. That's the one thing. So in order to do that, we came up with a lot of different concepts and like a unique games we introduced and unique themes we introduced, sessions as well as unique challenges actually. What are the unique games available in our classes? You can go from there. Mitraki is kind of one kind of unique games, and it's kind of stimulating your learning experience in terms of learning a foreign language and also making a fictional languages actually. How Mithraki it's created, it's kind of a my Dothraki. So if you might have seen that of like a Game of Thrones, you might have seen that Dothraki. It's a fictional language actually. So the same way, you create your own fictional language by combining two different languages. So you not only learn those two languages, you also learn how to create your own fictional language and how to pronounce it and all that stuff. These are the things that coming as a gamified stuff, and it's really doing great. We experimented with almost like 50 sessions, and everyone loved it. And it's kind of super hit in our local ground, and we just want to publish it in the like Future Minute Junior actually. And you can see this Mitraki sentence, how you can create it. So for example, you can see nobody is perfect, and then you can, the final sentence would be Pinari is perfecto, something like that. So you can easily see that how it's translated to French, how it's translated to Spanish, and then finally get the final sentence. This one will not only improve a communication skill, and also it will improve how to create a fiction language. So maybe one day your students or your kids will create their own language and come up with a lot of stuff actually. Unfila is kind of another kind of a small like data collection platform, and you can just collect it. What are the songs you listen? You have some emotion to attach to it, so you just like document it and create application behind it, something like that. So this one we can circulate with the students, and then students they can participate. It can be started with the fifth grade to 12th grade and more than that actually. And unique themes, and what are the unique themes in this one we have? We have Kollywood themes. Of course, South Indians, most of the things are related to Kollywood. And memes, if students are interested in the memes, they can start using our memes. So they can start learning from the memes actually. And especially explore Canada. So this is only for not only for Canadians and who wants to like come and visit Canada. Maybe if you want to settle down in Canada, they can start exploring that from now itself. And American TV shows, because most of the American TV shows that will improve your communication skills, that would be really good for the students actually. And historical, let's say if you want to go back to the history and then just take the knowledge from there, you can do that as well. What are the unique systems we have? We have rapid round, push up fun, learn serious, and learn slow. Learn serious session, it's all about serious session, and then you just learn it serious, and then keep it under 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, we'll give a 10 minutes break, and then another 20 minutes, something like that. It depends on the student's mindset. And also learn slow, we just go very slow, and then very clearly details and all this stuff. And another session is kind of rapid round, the same 20 minutes, but we'll try to finish maximum possible. Like, for example, we came up with a simple app in the rapid round itself. Yeah, 20 minutes, we created an app. So those kind of things can really contribute in the rapid round. Push up one, it's kind of it's a little bit of like creating a randomity among the students. So by randomly, we ask one student to start do some kind of weird exercises like a push up, or else like a just like do kind of a squats or something like that. It's just like a 1 hour, 3 to 5 push ups, something like that. It's creating a randomity actually. That's what we are focusing on. And also unique challenges. We do have custom data collection. So whatever the region you are, you can start collecting the data by reaching out to the public and then collect the data from there. Then create an open apps, and then you can collect the tokens for the data you collected. The tokens can be converted to gift cards. The gift card can be circulated like once a month. You can collect your gift cards and something like that. And also we do have a social challenges, which is a positive thing to all the community actually. And everything local. So all the social challenges based on the local positive psychology. Also, your kids can win tokens and then convert the tokens into gift cards. Actually, let's say your kids wants to have a small laptop or like a something which is like a 5,000 or something like that. So they can add them into the wish list, and then whoever comes on the top in our regular sessions, because we do conduct games and we do add points. Whoever comes to the points will give the winner actually. So the winner gets the maximum points, and then all the winners, they can collect the tag coins. Those tag coins will be converted into gift cards every week. So every week we'll run the like a spin the wheel kind of thing. You can just collect the cash from there. Actually, it's not exactly a cash, it's kind of a gift card, so that everything can be contributed to education. So your kids can dream about education and get the tag coins by winning it actually. So finally, it's create a random T, and not the random T. It's create kind of a reward system for that. It's all about gamification. So we want to create like a gamified element. So these are the things we added into that. Also, we focused on these areas: data, visualization, machine learning, and analytics. On data and visualization, machine learning, it's going to be really great actually. So we did a research in the IT industry. Every time, whenever something goes like a getting familiar into the market, it's gonna stay at least like a 30 to 6 years. Think about it, like a 1980s programming started, still it's programming is evolving actually. The same thing is gonna happen in machine learning, and we want to be the pioneer of it. And also we want your kids to be the pioneer of this one actually. So we want to train the juniors in that level. So you don't need to worry about whether do I need to learn everything. No, you don't need to learn everything. You can just learn like a little by little, and then you can just start with the 10%. Maybe if you have a real interest, you can definitely go there. Finally, what are we doing in here? We're gonna check the real interest comparing the trendy interest. What is trendy interest and real interest? Trendy interest, like whatever comes in the market right away, we just like taking it. But real interest, like whether you have a real interest or not. So we do verify the real interest by doing a lot of psychological tests with the students actually. If the students are really interested, then only we'll teach them. If the students are not interested, you cannot teach them actually. We don't do that. And think about that. If Sachin Tendulkar was told to learn computing and coding, you would not have seen Sachin Tendulkar. So we don't want to put Sachin Tendulkar to start coding actually. So we want to find the real interest among the students, and then we teach them. If we find the students are not into coding, we don't push them. What are the tech stacks we do have? We do have Python, Flask, Pandas, SQLite. These kind of technologies we do. Now also MongoDB, we focus on that. And the main thing we focus on Ubuntu. So we don't support Windows operating system. Yes, we don't support Windows operating system. The reason is based on our almost like 6 years research, we found out Windows is not letting you think uh, basically. So Windows is not good for the developers, and Windows is will not let you think independently, and then you wouldn't become a big developer actually. That's the reason we don't support Windows. We go with the Ubuntu or any Linux based operating system. We are ready to go ahead. That's it from us. And if you want to have any questions, just reach us out at raj@tacti.com, or else you can visit us, Featurepreneur or Big Data Boss. We Big Data Bus every 3 months or every 2.5 months we run a season like a kind of a Hollywood related fun program. You can just join the event. Maybe you can just bring your students, like bring your kids into this one so they can understand what's going on. Finally, we want to tell the juniors everything can be learned through fun. And one thing fun, second thing natural learning. What is natural learning? We want to teach your kids about the nature learning. So we don't want to push the kids into like study, but while making the curiosity, while improving the curiosity, we're gonna do that. How do we do that? We studied a lot of books actually. Think Fast and Slow, Grit, Mindset. These kind of a child psychology books we have read. We analyzed, we experimented at small things. Even a small thing we experimented. Finally, we concluded after 7 years, yes, we've done enough researching. Just start applying this research actually, because research that 30 is not going to help out, but applied research should be very important. So we want to dive in, because if you go outside, people are promising a lot, like oh, your kids can make 100 crores within 19 years. No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to promise your kids can make big money. No, we want to tell your kids, your kids can learn with curiosity. Your kids can learn with the natural learning. Your kids can be a good programmer. Maybe he can create an operating system one day, but we don't want to teach the kids focus on the money. We never want to do that. So let the kids decide whether they want to make a money or not us. So no money on the plate, just curiosities on the plate. Thank you.